This is called LGBT creator are losing it over veilguard's failure. I heard about veilguard that it was just completely flopping for some odd reason, but I didn't think that people would throw a shit fit over it though. That's just me. But I want to see what Hero Hey has to say about it.
The LGBT community fall for overt rainbow.
Is it like, chat? Tell me, is it like the same thing what happened to Concord? Is it something similar to that? Let me know.
Capitalism. Essentially, when a corporation panders to them, they suddenly for overt. Found
Wait,
it
say that
really
again.
bizarre and pathetic when parts of the LGBT community fall for overt rainbow capitalism. Essentially, when a corporation panders to them, they suddenly feel compelled to consume that corporation's products and defend that corporation with every breath. It's like, bro, don't you realize that you're being treated like a tool? Like they
Dude, that is so fucking 100% true, bro. There's a fucking word for it though. I know it's called I think this is the word. Pinkwashing. Yeah, this is what it's called. It's when corporations, pinkwashing is when a company or organization claims to support a cause, but their actions contradict the claim. It can refer to companies that promote themselves as LGBTQ allies that don't support the community or hold on, that but don't actually support them. They're out, but they don't support. So they just, you know, like they do it to multiple things. Like for example, they don't actually support communities or companies that use pink ribbons to promote breast cancer. Da da da. So basically, like this is like a good fucking like a good definition of what these companies are doing and what Hero Hayes talking about, which is true. Like these companies are legit. They legit don't give a shit about any of this stuff. I don't know why it's so hard to believe that companies are actually do care, especially the big corpos. They don't give a shit about anything. All they care about is this. Their bottom line. How much money can they make? I guarantee you when June comes around, or right now, excuse me, right now, it's February, Black History Month. You think that there ain't going to be a lot of some companies, if not a lot of companies, that start promoting Black History Month products, whatever the hell that is, and just so they can make a lot more money with the African American community or their supporters? You think that they won't do that? And I guarantee you, when the clock strikes 12 on February 28th and it's about to hit March 1st, they pull that shit down. Same thing with these companies when what is Pride Month? Was it June or something like that? Yeah, I think it's June. When these companies have like their little logos on like what is it, LinkedIn or something like that, with the pride flags and stuff like that, and then like some of these stores, clothing stores and whatever, start promoting like LGBT stuff, and then when the clock strikes 12 and it's about to turn July 1st, they pull it down, and most of their fucking flags is now all their flags just completely go back to normal. So they're not really genuine with it. They only care about their money. So I don't understand why they cry about it and they get so. Why these people get so disheartened when their companies aren't, pandering to them anymore. Companies go where the wind blows. If the wind is blowing more like non-LGBT or non like minority stuff or whatever the hell, they're not gonna do it. If it's blowing in the positive way, they're gonna do it. It is what it is. They just don't rely on these companies because they're not very genuine with it.
Like they don't actually care. They just want your money, and or
Thank
they
you.
use this stuff to
Bottom
hide their
line.
own controversies. We've seen that plenty of times too. You'll have like Activision Blizzard getting like SA lawsuits, and then they're like suddenly, oh hey, check out our new Pride merch. Of course, there's also the whole
Yo, exactly. Especially, I'm not sure if you guys heard years ago that not the voice actor, but the name for. I'm not sure if you guys were here when Overwatch 1 was, but if you know who Cassidy is, his name was McCree first. Jesse McCree was the guy's original name in Overwatch 1. They had to change that name because there was an actual guy or developer that works at Blizzard who was named Jesse McCree. They named it after him, and he did some scandalous shit. I'm not sure if he drank breast milk or not drank breast milk. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he did some fucked up shit, and they got rid of him, and they had to change his name. That's why Cassidy's name is Cassidy today, because he did some stupid shit like that.
EI and ESG part of this too, but we're not trying to get into everything, just making a few quick points. And the icing on the cake here as well is when these LGBT people that fall for rainbow capitalism simultaneously also talk about how anti-capitalist they are, and all you can really do is just facepalm and laugh at how pathetic it all is. Anyways, tying this back to Dragon Age the Veilguard, there were a number of self-proclaimed LGBT content creators that were propping Veilguard and BioWare up because, hey, this game has such great representation. They let you pick a few different pronouns in the character selection menu and give you one scar option, specifically for trans men. Nothing for trans women and no neo pronouns, none of that stuff.
Yo, I have been noticing that. Y'all it's always with trans men when men turn into women, but it's never the opposite. Like, for example, who's the actor that did Juno? If y'all remember that movie Juno with Michael Cera, I forgot the lady's actress. This was like in the mid or late 2000s. She became a man, but yet nobody ever gives a shit or ever talks about her at all. But whenever a man turns into a woman, they always just big up him. But if it's the opposite, they don't care. That's what I'm noticing. That's what I've noticed. Have you guys noticed that?
But you know, hey, BioWare did the absolute bare minimum. We're totally gonna prop this company up and talk about how great it is and how great this trans rep is, even though it's really not. And of course, Tosh was also a complete disaster, which, to be fair, I did see some LGBT people calling out how bad of representation Tosh is. But of course, on the other hand, there were also
I'm not familiar with Tosh. Is that like a content creator?
veilguard and BioWare, etc., specifically because of the pandering. Once again, absolutely pathetic stuff, but that all takes
How do you get
us
out of
to
that?
one of the most vocal defenders of veilguard, one who was even in the news multiple times for defending the character customization options and like propping up the whole surgery scar thing.
What is this? Dragon Age Veilguard look to include customizable top surgery scars for trans players when it is released next month. Oh, I see what it is. Okay.
It's like Uniwalker person, and now Uniwalker feels betrayed, complaining on a recent live stream that, oh my gosh, I don't think this corporation really cares about me. And it's like,
Shocker.
well, yeah, that's
What a
I've been
shocker.
saying this whole time, that it's all just fake.
Kill him. There you go.
But so many of these people ate the slop right up, never questioned anything, fell for everything. Yeah, I'm sure you all get the point, kind of preaching to the choir here. Let's just roll the clip.
Because veilguard chose...
I actually want to have that haircut. I actually like that haircut. The side part, the short side part with the slick back, looks like she uses pomade or something.
to represent, I guess.
Maybe like medium hold, maybe like a light hold, like a cream. I wouldn't say it's a pomade.
I don't know. However, it's just a lot. It's just a whole lot. Because now I'm in a position where I don't think BioWare is on my side.
Dude, BioWare doesn't give a fuck about anything. Yo, why y'all fall for this stupid shit, man? Are you serious? Companies are not on your fucking side. Companies don't give a fuck about you. They care about your fucking wallet or your purse. Alright, bro? Come on, stop it. Just stop it. Stop it, please. I learned that lesson years ago, and I'm never fucking going back to how it was before. Fuck that.
And that's... I'm in a position now where for the first time...
She's Scottish?
I don't think BioWare...
Scotia? Scottish?
...has
Alba?
the right intentions.
I really don't get it. I don't get how Unifade ever thought, like, oh, BioWare's on my side. This corporation's got my back. Like, what the frick? Because if the current take is no longer feeling...
Dude, the amount of fucking hubris you gotta have to think that a company's only pandering to you specifically. I thought BioWare was gonna have my back. Fucking crazy.
that way, it's implying that Unifade did feel that way before. Something else really funny is the chat in this clip. Did you notice this? Look at these messages. The one on top says, it's technicalities wrapped in technicalities, and it's led to talented people losing their jobs. The one below that says, yeah, defo don't want to be part of the misinformation BS that's going around. This
I mean, it is true. Every time, whenever I see these games that go quote unquote woke, and the game bombs to shit, some of these people do lose their jobs, and I feel for them because right now the job market sucks. But what I've come to find out is that some of these fucking people who do video games, like create video games, they don't even give a shit about creating video games, man. Some of them are just there. Some of them don't even know, like, hate video games in general, but yet they're working at a video game company creating video games. That I don't understand. What I think Hero Hey mentioned it before. Some of these people are just there just to push their fucking ideologies onto their video games. It's been done multiple times. It's been done like several occasions on multiple video games that are AAA titles, and most of them have gone tits up. And you know what? For the ones who fucking do that shit, I have no sympathy when you lose your job. For the ones who are just there to make a good game and they just happen to work at that company, it sucks for them. It really does.
This is absolutely hilarious because the comment right above it is misinformation, but I doubt the people there have the self-awareness to realize that. Because no, these people didn't lose their jobs based on technicalities. The game massively underperformed. The executives were too scared to even release the official sales numbers, so they tried to get away with just being like, oh, the player count was 1.5 million.
Every time, whenever I hear a company that don't release their sales numbers on whatever products, you know they're not doing so well. You know they're bombing, or at least not hitting expectations.
And even with that padding of the phrasing, they still had to admit that it underperformed by around 50% of their expectations.
Golly.
On top of that, the recent reviews for this game over on Steam have fallen all the way down to mixed. And who knows if it even stops there. Perhaps it continues trending downward.
Wait, it was mostly positive, though. All reviews is mostly positive. Can't be that bad. 64% of the 2,460 users reviews in the last 30 days are positive. Okay. The most recent one is mixed. Okay, so it's like a good and bad. Okay.
Have fallen all the way down to mixed. And who knows if it even stops there. Perhaps it continues trending downwards all the way to mostly negative. But hey, the people that lost their jobs, it was just because of technicalities, that's all. And we don't want any misinformation being spread about this. Ultimately, I would have liked to have seen more of Unifade's take, and specifically why Unifade feels betrayed by BioWare now. Feels like BioWare doesn't have my best interest in mind now. Once again, like...
Hey, if that's the case, if they don't have your best interest, just stop giving your money to them. Plain and simple. No harm, no foul.
Unifade never should have felt this way to begin with. BioWare...
That's how you attack companies, bro. By not opening your wallets to them or your purses to them. Don't give them your money. Just say, nah, I don't like your products. Fuck off. I'm going to your competitors or somewhere else. Plain and simple.
Is, of course, a corporation. Their main interest is their bottom line.
The bottom line.
It's not, oh, we need to be sure we have Unifade's best interest in mind. That's like some main character syndrome take right there. I tried looking up the full clip of this take.
The delusion, I swear, the delusions of some people, bro. Thinking that some of these people, like, are their fucking, like he mentioned, the main character and shit like that. Like, everyone has to fucking, like kiss their ass and pander to them specifically. Nah, then they get that wake-up call, then it's like their whole life crumbles.
And I couldn't find it over on Unifade's Twitch channel. This is just the clip that's been going around in gaming circles.
I personally love wake-up calls, guys. I love wake-up calls.
Based off the clip, though, and all the context we have surrounding Unifade, it seems like perhaps Unifade
knows how to play
feels
Psylocke, holy
betrayed
shit.
by BioWare, because a lot of the people who got terminated
I can't
were
play DPS for shit, guys.
Or LGBT allies. So maybe Unifade feels like the people left at BioWare are not like LGBT related or whatever, you know, something of the sort. Take that with a grain of salt. And of course, let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed my coverage, please consider liking and or subscribing.
Hero Hey, coming in with clutch with these fucking content. I love it. Let me give a like.